Welcome to the Play World Cup. I'm James.
And I'm Jason.
And we are bringing you the fourth week of matches for the Play World Cup. Now, just a quick reminder, if you'd like to sponsor or donate, head off to the website, playworldcup.com.au. But we are going straight into this match. So, Wicked Witch Software versus Endgame Studios. And we are on a Tyrador keep.
That's right. So, here right now, we're looking at Snipher spawning as the blue Protoss for Wicked Witch. His partner will be Age, spawning as the red Terran.
And we have the teal Terran Griddler.
Whoops.
And up top, we have the green Zerg Frezned for Endgame Studios.
That's right. So this is actually game 2 of the best of 3 set of matches. The first game going to Endgame Studios, I believe.
So what's going to happen in this match?
Well, I could tell you, but then
I think
that would ruin it.
Think about it too hard, you might work it out. Not to worry, though. So
well, you don't know nothing.
we do see a cancel there from Frezned.
Yeah, using that to do the extractor trick to get to 11 supply.
I've toyed with the extractor trick over the years. I tell you, I've toyed with it. I experimented with it in the late 70s. But, I mean, I really don't see too much of a difference. For the most part, I normally overlord on 9 and everything's groovy.
I don't know. Well, I don't really play Zerg, but 11 Overpool can be a fun build. Chuck the Overlord, and instead of building those 3 drones right away, you build your spawning pool and then continue on from there. It's a fun little build to go with, but
a little bit of fun.
But so we do see. It looks like Griddler is going to be walling off, and Age is in the middle of his wall. Age now successfully scouting that this is the starting location. This is, of course, one of the few 2-player maps that is actually a 6-player map. So you don't, you got a 50-50 shot when you're scouting of picking the right base.
And really crucial in the scouting, as we've said before, is the to be able to find out what they're doing with their gas situation. So are they going double gas really early? Are they sticking to single, or are they going very heavy, no gas at all? That can really tell you a lot about the early game strategy of any given player or even a team.
That's right. So, actually got no gas at all. Now that you mention it, coming in for Wicked Witch. So, no extractor. No refinery up for Age, and we do have. There we go. We do have one assimilator up, and now probes are just getting to it.
So, early game, we do see the queen going down for Frezned. So, always good to get a queen out nice and early. Start doing those injects so you have plenty of lava. And we do see quite an early expansion there from Age. So, it looks like Wicked Witch trying to expand as early as they possibly can. Not a bad idea, actually, in this map, because you do only have really one place for your enemy to get in, which is that quite narrow ramp.
Although... Dun, dun, dun. We've got these ever-famous backdoor rocks.
Can you do a little bit of a zoom and pan for me on the destructible rocks? Wait.
Zoom.
And
then...
where's the pan? Do a zoom and pan at the same time.
I think I'm a horrible cameraman. I don't know how I should be doing this. Those rocks are exciting.
You're never going to be my cinematographer.
You'll never make it in Hollywood, kid. Never.
Go back to your hometown. Wait a minute. Is that... Just head back to that hatchery for a second. So, Frezned has decided to put up a hatchery as well.
Correct.
Is that 1 block away? Is it close enough? Or it looks like it's a little short. Is that just me? Am I crazy? No, actually, I might be crazy.
You are crazy.
I think I've been taking my crazy pills, but... Not to worry.
Wait, I know how we can determine this.
Is that a scorpion swimming in the inside of that thing?
How many legs does a scorpion have?
6, I thought. It's
Then
hard to
it-
tell.
then
It's
it is.
flicking too fast. In the meantime, though, we do see both teams have now expanded out to that relatively safe third base.
Frezned, with the suicidal Overlord, happily sitting in their base. Wicked Witch deciding not to use the Marines or any Stalkers or Sentries or anything like that to take it out. Just happy to let it coexist, much like you may with a huntsman spider living in your house. you know it doesn't cause any damage, but oh no, there we go. Now you've just had it up to here.
So I've always thought that a good disguise for an overlord would just be a very small child standing underneath it with a string. This isn't an overlord, this is just my friendly balloon.
Helium balloon.
Yeah, I got it at the carnival.
That would actually be sweet, like sweet loot that Blizzard should be selling. Overlord balloons. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I would buy one, definitely.
Yeah, totes.
Oh, remote controlled Overlord balloon. You know, like those remote controlled blimps?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I would buy one of them so fast.
We need to start a thread on a forum. James, get me the internet.
Get me an e-petition, because they change things so much. In the meantime, though, we do see both teams quite cautious. I mean, we're at the 7-minute 30 mark now, and despite our amazing banter, we have not encouraged these teams to attack to get us to shut up.
Maybe we should tell them to attack. But Frezned is going for a very early Spire, so we've got the layer upgraded and Spire on the way, so we will be seeing some early mutas, so we will see what Frezned decides to do with those.
Also see some very early tunneling claws from him. So Roach is going to be upgraded to be able to go underneath the earth.
Yeah, Burrow is already researched.
Yep, so it looks like they're going to be out on the field and be able to do their thing quite quickly. So important for Wicked Witch coming up is going to be detection, having either enough scans or an observer or like two out on the field.
Turrets.
Or missile turrets, of course, which is good.
Yeah.
Also like to see that back pylon protecting those destructible rocks. I think a lot of teams have seen the undoing of teams in weeks past from those destructible rocks, so very wary of those.
Needing to keep an eye on it, just so you know what your opponent is doing. Looks like we are seeing Frezned take another expansion, so yeah, both teams playing it very safe, playing it cautious. Yeah, not wanting to, I suppose, especially... Endgame Studios would be feeling pretty happy coming into this game, so maybe not wanting to take any risks and lose their initial one-game lead. And then, of course, Wicked Witch not wanting to do anything too risky and have them lose the best of 3.
We do see now Frezned is going for the Mutalisk upgrades as well as the speed upgrades on the Roaches, so a lot of tech going on at the moment, which means that his army count is going to be a little low, particularly with that third expansion going up at the same time. So I kind of feel like a Wicked Witch would be in a great position to attack right now, and there wouldn't be too much that Endgame could do, although we do see quite a few siege tanks out on the map now protecting those destructible rocks.
That's right, so the rocks are protected. This ramp with the wall and the Marines and Roaches behind it, so everyone's pretty well bunkered in, I would say. We will take a look at the income tab just to see how everyone is faring. It does look like that Age and Snipher, so Wicked Witch have got an economic advantage with more harvesters on the field, so we'll see if they can make that count.
And that's really the difference in your economic game, is that amount of harvesters. We can see that if we just jump back to the economy for a second, we can see that... sorry, I'm on the resources here. Income.
That's right.
We can see that we've got Wicked Witch right up the top there. Age has almost twice the income of... who have we got? Griddler down the bottom there. And that's purely just on harvester count, because they both have 2 bases. Oh, actually... No, I'm sorry, I'm full of crap. Age has 2 bases.
Age has 2 bases.
He has 2 bases.
Frezned's essentially on 2 bases. He's got his third built, but we've got no workers or anything on it yet, so it's essentially 2 bases.
But Age is completely saturated both of his bases
be looking at
now.
Griddler, though.
Yeah. No, Griddler is 1 basing at the moment on 26.
That's right.
But to be able to fully saturate 2 bases, that really can give your economy a huge jump, and now we see there's up around 1,600, so it's really quite a massive difference there when you start to add those things up.
And of course, more money means more units.
Absolutely.
So it looks like we do see Age now. So Age and Snipher are moving out. We might be seeing some sort of engagement, although they have just been scanned from Griddler, so he's well aware that their army is out on the move. So we are finally going to be seeing a little bit of engagement, I would think.
And here we go. We've got Vikings providing vision for those siege tanks, so we may see those siege tanks siege up and now start to attack the mineral line. look at the range of those siege tanks. Absolutely be able to dominate the mineral line, and a lot of probes going down now.
And this has caught Endgame Studios' army way out of position. These Marines also running into the siege line, so not a great place for them to be in. This is actually a great position for Wicked Witch to put their army in, because it's really difficult for Endgame to get their army into position to deal with this.
Absolutely. That sort of innovative play on the using the ledges to their advantage is really actually quite a great move. And using those Vikings to be able to provide vision is just giving them the opportunity to absolutely devastate this base without really any risk at all to them.
That's right. So Frezned losing his expansion. I would love it if Snipher had Blink. This would be a perfect opportunity to blink up into the main and continue doing damage. But we do see that Griddler has got a siege tank now, so going to start working those down. But he does have the vision advantage, but with that scan going down from both teams now, it looks like both tanks will be under fire until they are now both out of the range of one another.
It looks like we're going to see now, really, these tanks put a lot of pressure on, and those tanks could actually move down, and I think they could actually be able to threaten this mineral line a little lower down as well. They would definitely have the range.
Elevatoring up some units onto the high ground, using that medevac, although the medevac now going down to all of those middle-lifts, but these siege tanks from Age still sieged up, burning through the Marines of Griddler.
And those Vikings now coming into play, although we've got some Corruptors out in the field now as well, so those Corruptors are going to try and counter these Vikings. So that's quite a good move, although the Corruptors, quite an inflexible unit in that they don't have a lot of options other than to attack anti-air. So once those Vikings are down, the Corruptors are really going to become not a factor too much, other than to probably get sniped.
That's right, although do like they're getting healed by Griddler's medevac. They can focus down those two Vikings just to get rid of that air, get rid of the air support, and then denying the vision to the high ground for these siege.
Although we do have an observer in that stack of units there with Wicked Witch. Snipher has one available, so he could handily run that in, and as long as there's no detection there, he could use that for vision. We see those siege tanks now starting to move down a little bit, giving them some options for attacking. Griddler's sort of pressuring here a little bit with Banshee doing a lot of damage. Being able to pick away at a lot of these siege tanks, actually doing quite a lot of damage.
One Stalker now getting into range and picking it apart. But yes, this Observer from Snipher giving the high ground vision needed to aid the siege tank. So once again, sitting on the low ground and smashing into the base of Griddler. So this is Griddler's only up and running base, so very important that he keeps it alive. However, like we said before, this is great positioning. It's really hard for Endgame to get into a position to deal with these tanks. And are we going to see a repair? Yes, we do have an SCV repairing that command center. We would not want that to go down. Borrowed roaches from Frezned, however, that Observer getting the vision needed to spot those roaches. So
really need a scan to get rid of that Observer, or possibly an Overseer to be able to scout that thing out and use the Corruptors to take it out, because that vision advantage that Wicked Witch have, giving them the ability to be able to see up and use the siege tanks is just absolutely crushing them. So love to see that Observer move down a little bit and get the ability to pick that Observer off, but not happening just at the moment. And those Burrowed Roaches now under fire from Immortals.
From Observer. Are we going to see this Overseer? So Frezned's made one, he just hasn't quite brought it across yet. Siege tanks from Griddler getting into position to siege up, however. Wicked Witch have done a lot of damage. Really shutting down Griddler's economy. But we do see this Greater Spire being morphed as well, so this could be for the Corruptors. We might be seeing some Broodlords on the field from Frezned.
And now we see an expansion, actually a double expansion going down from Age. So good play there, taking advantage, capitalizing on his obvious sort of advantage in the field here.
And these siege tanks from Griddler were marking these backdoor rocks, but got pulled out of position to deal with the low ground. And so now these backdoor rocks, now that they've been taken out, this is extremely open for Wicked Witch to walk into. So now Endgame Studios once again completely out of position and not going to have the units required to deal with this. Snipher also getting that blink research and blinking up into the main. And then we see Griddler calling the GG.
Did we get those Broodlords up in the end? Where did they go? Oh, there they are.
We've got some Broodlords.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Broodlords there is way too many Marines to deal with.
No
these
match
warlords.
for stimmed Marines, no sir.
No, unfortunately, and there we go. We see the GG from Frezned as well. So Endgame Studios losing that game, and then the third match went to
Wicked Witch. So
Software.
Wicked Witch ended up taking out the series 2-1. So that actually puts both teams in an interesting position on the ladder. Wicked Witch we see in third currently after the end of Week 4's play with 10 points. Endgame in fifth with 7 points. So I believe that may actually put them clear of the bottom of the ladder. So almost assured, I think there's no way for them to actually dip. So they will be through to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, definitely.
So right now we've got 5 teams who are assured position in the quarterfinals. They are CBS Interactive, we have Sega Studios Australia, Wicked Witch Software, Liquid Interactive, and Endgame Studios are guaranteed in the quarterfinals. So we will see the quarterfinals narrowing down the teams to just 8. So there will be huge pressure on those teams to perform in Week 5 to make sure that they don't get knocked out. But until then, thanks very much for watching, and